Welcome back to English Podcast Daily. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever met someone at a conference, smiled very professionally, and then suddenly forgot their name?
Oh, wow, that happens to me all the time. Once I shook hands with an old friend at a conference, but I had to pretend, oh, long time no see, without saying his name. So stressful.
All right, Tom, before we listen to the dialogue, I think we should first get familiar with some key words.
Exactly. That way, when we hear the dialogue, everyone will understand it more easily. So, first word.
Word number 1, business card. In business, when people meet for the first time, they usually exchange business cards.
Right. For example, I can say, here's my business card.
Word number 2, contact details. This means your phone number, email, company address, usually all written on a business card.
For example, can I have your contact details?
Next, word number 3, conference. This means meeting or business event, and that's the setting of today's episode.
Exactly. For example, we met at a business conference last week.
Word number 4, client. This means customer. In business, everyone wants more clients, right?
Absolutely. For example, our client is very happy with the service.
And finally, word number 5, partnership. This means business cooperation or working together. It's also a big goal when you go to a conference.
For example, we are looking for a new partnership in Asia.
So, today we have 5 key words: business card, contact details, conference, client, partnership.
Great! Now let's listen to the real dialogue and see how these words are used in a networking situation.
Hi, Anna. Nice to see you again. This conference is huge, isn't it?
Hey, Nick. Yes, it really is. Lots of people, lots of networking opportunities. By the way, how's everything going with your new client?
Pretty good, thanks. We just closed a small deal last week. It's not a game changer, but it's a step in the right direction.
That's great. Actually, I'm here looking for a new partnership. Our company wants to expand into Asia, and this conference is perfect for making the right connections.
Absolutely. You know what they say, conferences like this are great to break the ice and start building relationships.
Exactly. Speaking of which, here's my business card. It has all my contact details. Feel free to reach out anytime.
Perfect, thank you. And here's mine. Maybe we can touch base next week and talk more in detail.
I'd love that. Let's schedule a coffee meeting. Who knows, maybe we can create a real win-win situation.
Sounds good. Well, I should get back inside before the keynote starts. Let's definitely follow up soon.
For sure. It was great running into you. Let's get down to business next time.
So, everyone, you just listened to the dialogue at the conference, right? Now, let's break down some key phrases.
Exactly. And remember, these phrases are not only for business. You can use them in daily life, too.
First, we have networking opportunities. At a conference, everyone goes to build new relationships.
For example, in business, this conference gives us great networking opportunities.
And in daily life, joining a sports club is also a good networking opportunity.
Next word, deal. It means an agreement or a contract.
Very common in business. They signed a big deal with a new client.
But you can use it at home, too. Let's make a deal. I cook dinner and you do the dishes.
Another great idiom is break the ice, to remove the awkward feeling when you first meet.
Exactly. For example, telling a funny story is a good way to break the ice at a meeting.
Or, in dating, he made a joke to break the ice on the first date.
Then we have touch base. It means to contact or check in quickly.
In business, let's touch base tomorrow to review the project.
And in daily life, I just wanted to touch base and see how you're doing.
Another phrase everyone in business loves, win-win situation. Both sides get benefits.
Business example, this partnership is a win-win situation for both companies.
And daily life, sharing the rent is a win-win situation. We both save money.
And finally, get down to business. Skip the small talk and focus on the main task.
For example, let's get down to business and start the meeting.
And in daily life, after some small talk, we got down to business and planned the trip.
Nice. These expressions sound natural and are really easy to use.
Exactly. Now, let's listen to the dialogue again, this time more slowly so you can clearly catch these phrases.
Okay, now it's time for our Fluency Builder. This is where we learn some very natural expressions that native speakers use all the time.
Exactly. For example, earlier, Anna asked Nick, "How's everything going?" It sounds friendlier than just, "How are you?" right?
Yes, and you can use it anywhere. When you meet a classmate, you can ask, "How's everything going at school?" It sounds casual and warm.
Or with colleagues, you can say, "How's everything going with the new project?" It shows interest and keeps the conversation light.
Another nice phrase Nick used was a step in the right direction. He said, it's not a big success, but it's a step in the right direction.
I love that one. You can use it to encourage yourself or someone else. For example, exercising once a week isn't much, but it's a step in the right direction.
Exactly. And you know what? I also loved how Anna said, it was great running into you. It means it was nice to see you by chance. Supernatural.
Totally. I've said that myself when I bumped into my old teacher at the supermarket. I ran into my old teacher at the supermarket. Very everyday English.
And when Nick said, let's follow up soon, he meant, let's contact again and discuss more details. Perfect for business.
But you can use it outside work too. For example, I'll follow up with you about the party details later.
And finally, one phrase everyone wants in a first meeting, make a good impression.
Exactly. It's key in business and also in daily life. For example, when you meet your partner's family, you definitely want to make a good impression.
See, these phrases are easy to remember, easy to use, and they sound completely natural.
All right, now let's listen to the dialogue again, this time a bit slower, and see how many of these phrases you can catch.
Hi, Anna. Nice to see you again. This conference is huge, isn't it?
Hey, Nick. Yes, it really is. Lots of people, lots of networking opportunities. By the way, how's everything going with your new client?
Pretty good, thanks. We just closed a small deal last week. It's not a game changer, but it's a step in the right direction.
That's great. Actually, I'm here looking for a new partnership. Our company wants to expand into Asia, and this conference is perfect for making the right connections.
Absolutely. You know what they say, conferences like this are great to break the ice and start building relationships.
Exactly. Speaking of which, here's my business card. It has all my contact details. Feel free to reach out anytime.
Perfect, thank you. And here's mine. Maybe we can touch base next week and talk more in detail.
I'd love that. Let's schedule a coffee meeting. Who knows? Maybe we can create a real win-win situation.
Sounds good. Well, I should get back inside before the keynote starts. Let's definitely follow up soon.
For sure. It was great running into you. Let's get down to business next time.
Tom, I have to confess something. The first time I went to a conference, I was so nervous that I held a whole stack of business cards, but didn't give a single one away.
Really? For me, it was the opposite. At my first conference, I was too enthusiastic. I gave my business card to everyone, even the guy serving coffee.
Oh, wow. But that's normal, right? Everyone is awkward the first time they go networking. Later, I learned a little trick. Instead of trying to talk to as many people as possible, just connect deeply with a few and then really follow up afterward.
Exactly. Networking is not about the number of cards you collect, but about the partnerships that actually matter.
Right. And the cool thing is, many of the phrases we learned today, like break the ice or make a good impression, work not only in business, but also in everyday life.
Absolutely. For example, when you meet a new neighbor, just a friendly hello is enough to break the ice. And when you meet your girlfriend's family for the first time, of course you want to make a good impression.
That's why learning business English is actually learning how to communicate more naturally in life.
Now, we'd love to hear from you. In a networking or first meeting situation, what's the hardest part for you? Remembering someone's name, starting the conversation, or making a good impression?
Sharing your thoughts in the comments. We'll read them and reply, so we can keep the conversation going.
And if you found today's episode useful, don't forget to hit subscribe so you won't miss our next lessons.
And give us a quick like and share so your friends can also learn how to communicate naturally.
All right then, ready? Let's move on to the final part, audio review, where we'll practice today's vocabulary with a fun flashcard game.
Okay, now it's time to review today's vocabulary with a flashcard game. I'll read the definition first. Try to guess the word. After a few seconds, Tom will give the answer and an example. Repeat with us to practice your pronunciation. Ready? This is a small card you give someone in a business meeting. It usually has your name, job title, and contact information.
That's right. It's a business card. Example, here's my business card. Business card.
This phrase means contact information, such as phone number, email, and company address.
Contact details. Can I have your contact details? Contact details.
This is a place where people meet to learn, connect, and talk about business.
The answer is conference. We met at a business conference last week. Conference.
This word means customer in business.
That's client. Our client is very happy with the service. Client.
This word means business cooperation or partnership.
Exactly. It's partnership. We are looking for a new partnership in Asia. Partnership.
This idiom means to remove the awkward feeling when people first meet.
That's break the ice. He told a joke to break the ice on the first date. Break the ice.
This phrase means to contact or check in quickly.
The answer is touch base. Let's touch base tomorrow about the project. Touch base.
This describes a situation where both sides benefit.
Correct. It's a win-win situation. Sharing the rent is a win-win situation. Win-win situation.
And finally, this idiom means to skip small talk and start the main task.
That's get down to business. Let's get down to business and start the meeting. Get down to business.
Great! You've just reviewed all the key words and phrases from today's episode.
Listen to this audio review a few more times to practice your pronunciation and build faster reactions.
And don't forget, every time you comment or share your own experience, you're actually practicing your English too.
See you in the next episode. Until next time.